All right. You focus on me? Hello? There it is. All right. I think we got the focus on me. I'm not gonna talk too loud because there's a little bit of an echo in this room, and the table has a little bit of a shake to it. I don't know why I was looking up. What's up, y'all? My name is Dooley, aka La Shooter. Pretty sure. I mean, well, if it is your first time to the channel, you know we do a lot of variety of different things: photography, videography. And I've been building up my rig for the past year, and I've been, if you're just like me, I mean, like I've been looking at 1,000 videos just trying to, even though I already own the camera, I still watch a bunch of videos of people's rigs and seeing how they build their camera, and I've been working on mine, so I figured, hey, I'm pretty sure there's somebody that's like me, just wanted to see anything that you can do with your camera. So this is my EOS R6 build. This is also a very unscripted video. So excuse me if I don't have all the correct names for the pieces, but I will link them all in the description below so you guys can grab them if you want to. But yeah, this is my EOS R6 build. I feel like this is pretty much the standard that a lot of people run with the R6, mixing the Atomos. See, there's that table again. Mixing the Atomos Ninja 5 with it, just because you get to record straight ProRes, 4K ProRes. You don't have to worry about any of the overheating issues. So I haven't really paired this with any other monitors. But essentially this entire rig, besides the Atomos, is all Small Rig. No, this is not sponsored by Small Rig. But you know, maybe in the future we can get some, you know, some packages sent over, and you know, maybe go grab a drink or something nice, and yeah. Anyway, so just to go over some of the parts on here. I mean, I got the Small Rig. I have the little piece that goes right on the side, just so that way I don't snap my HDMI cord right off into the camera, just because it's the HDMI Mini. So I don't know why they put the HDMI Mini on the camera. I think that's really an inconvenience. They actually could have just did like a regular, or there's like 3 different sizes, but the tiniest one, I just think that was a little bit stupid. The V-mount that I have on the back, I would say don't get the brand. I'm gonna link it anyway, but don't get the brand that I have. It's, I hate saying Kakaku. See, Kakaku. It's Kakaku. Whatever, that's their name. And they have one main flaw with this. I mean, so they have 2 USBs, which I like. They have all of your ports over here, the D-tab ports for you. But if you're shooting with the R6, the one thing that I don't like is some people like to have the screen here and then the touch screen flipped out on the side. But what I don't like about that is the power button is literally right here. So if you have your camera turned on, and this goes back just enough, it'll actually swap your power off, and you could stop a clip, corrupt a clip, do something stupid like that. So that's not necessarily my favorite part of the V-mount adapter, whatever part. So I probably will end up swapping that out to one that has a better placement, probably something on the bottom. Now I know I could also just place the mount a different way. But with the V-mount batteries that I have, I just feel like, I just like the amount of weight that it adds to the camera or to the rig when it's like this. I've seen somebody put it on the bottom. I've seen them flip it vertically. This shit is kind of, excuse my language, it is kind of hefty in the weight. You know, so make sure you have some help or somewhere to put that down. But it does stabilize a lot of the shots. I've shot entire projects for like Adidas and things like that with this handheld rig, no problems. And the main reason why I even wanted to really build or get my handheld rig built was because I found that like a lot of people, like a lot of videographers and people that I see, I started to use my Ronin way too much, and I was like, yo, I don't like this. I think I watched a video, I think it was Jacob Owens that talked about it, and I see him a lot of the times does a lot of handheld shots, and I was just like, yo, I really want to learn and learn how to shoot a little bit differently and not rely on equipment. I've had instances where I show up on set and the Ronin starts acting super weird and things like that, and I always just want to make sure that I can get the shots as best as possible. So I think for the past 6 months, at least for the past 6 months, I think my Ronin has only been out like a few times. I really try to do everything handheld. And I mean, that's pretty much like it. I got the, one of the main things that I would say make sure you get the lens stabilizer, whatever, to put on your rods, just because if you don't have it, one of the things I've ran into is I'll be on a shoot and I'll be just walking around running gun, and the camera will start to turn off of the base of the rods, and then you have like your battery and you have this weird awkward setup that you just have to keep twisting back, and then things get unraveled. Another thing that's super handy is this small rig tool that they have. Don't lose this, take this everywhere with you. I just got mine recently and I'm like, I just feel like a kid in a candy, so I'm just glad that the fact that I can just fix anything I need to. I mean, they do have like these little Allen keys that they put in a lot of their, I think this black one has one underneath. The handle has one underneath. They have one right here. But it gives you literally all the sizes of the Allen keys that you would need. It's just great. Screwdriver, Phillips, all that type of stuff like that. So this is a great thing to have. And I actually just got the correct handle for this thing. So this is the handle that I had at first, which is the cold shoe mount handle. And the rig that I have doesn't have the doesn't have the cold shoe mount in the center. It has it on the left. So I actually had this mounted on the side like this. So when I was shooting, a lot of times, when I was shooting, the camera was straight, like lean to the side like that. It was super annoying, but I was just like, yo, the handles are like 50, 60 bucks. And I waited too long to not be able to do the return. So I wasn't able to do the return. Excuse me. So I finally switched the top handle over. So I guess I'll keep this for like another rig or something like that, for the B cams, and once I start to buy more. Right now I just mainly use this. I have a 6D as my second cam, and then if I need anything more than that, I'll just like rent it or get a friend to come out and help. And one thing that I actually do as well on this camera, just because there's an issue with the audio port on here, so sometimes I'll take, give me a second, I'll go grab it. So, and I just ordered the correct, like the dead cat for it and the mic cover, just because it picks up too many, it's very poppy. So I got the cover for that. But one thing I started doing was actually mounting this on the side. So I'll show you real quick. And this is also a small rig piece. It has the, I don't even know the correct size, but basically it fits onto here. And then what I could do, let me just change this. So that way that doesn't get in the way. Boom. So now, boom. So, I mean, I could put this on the side as well. And really this just helps out, so that way I can actually, I do need to put it on the side. Get the positioning right for there. That's even a little bit better. I mean, I could literally just mount it in one of the holes on the side of the camera rig, but just so that way you guys can see. Oh! And I gotta tighten that up. This battery is heavy as hell. Okay. There we go. So, just for sake of this, put the half size back. And this still works just as well, not as heavy. Not gonna fall back. This battery, this is the half size one. It works, I'd say at least. I mean, I've had full day shoots. I turned my camera off, the Ray Trick batteries, this one is 20,000 milliamp hours, 300 watt hours, and this one right here is 6,600 or 6,600 milliamp hours and 95 watt hours. But this one right here is a beast. It lasts for days at a time. I've charged phones multiple times, done shoots, put the camera down, came back the next day, started shooting again, didn't charge it, still worked fine. It finally just died on me after like weeks of not having it on the battery charger. But I think that's pretty much the rig. I mean, like, we've all seen all the videos out. If you're seeing this one, I'm pretty sure you've watched the rest of them out there. So I didn't want to get too caught up in that. The lens I have on here is a 24 to 70 millimeter 2.8. It's a Sigma. I normally run with this lens. I have a 16 to 35 2.8 lens that I'm actually shooting this video on. I have a 50 millimeter 1.4 Zeiss lens. It's like super sharp that I throw on here sometimes. I haven't tried to put the matte box onto that. I do have some step down filters, but I haven't tried it yet. But that's mainly it. I do want to see what the 85 looks like on here, just trying some handheld stuff. And I don't necessarily use the in-body stabilization for this handheld rig. It gives me a lot of warpy shots. We'll talk about that in an entirely different video. But like, I just wanted to bring that up. I just said that just because we were talking about the 85 millimeter. And you can still get like some nice shots. I did some shots with the 70 to 200 handheld. I took the image stabilization off for that. So yeah, so we'll talk about the IS in a completely different video, because that's a whole nother thing with the R6 that annoys me. But for the most part, guys, this is my R6 build. I think I went over pretty much everything. I mean, if you guys really want to go over every single part, I will. I kind of was trying to give you guys a condensed version. The main things we already talked about that I think you should get. This handle is not, I mean, again, this is not the wooden handle that a lot of people get, but I haven't had any comfort issues with it. It also has a cold shoe mount here, so you could put like a Rode mic on there or anything like that if you wanted to sit that there, as well as there's another cold shoe mount here. If you wanted to just have that here, leave this open, put something else there. I have no idea, whatever you want to do. But yeah, if you guys have any more specific questions about the EOS R6 shooting handheld, or want to see any videos, I'll make sure that I link those for you guys to check out. And in the meantime, my name is Dooley, and until the next time I holla, that was way reversed. Until the next time I see you guys, my name is Dooley. Peace out.